Good morning, children. All I taught a hero lesson. Have you understood up to where I stopped, ma? Okay, I'm going to continue the same lesson. So when Swami was asking Father, next week, next day, I was going to sleep alone. No. Father also saying no. Tomorrow you have to sleep alone, like that, going on saying. But here Swami wanted to stop the topic. They were trying, but not Father not leaving that idea. So when Swami requesting Father, what Father saying? Then Swami covered fully and trying to sleep deeply. So with the snoring, he was trying to sleep. He told Grandma, don't leave me, don't wake me if the house is on fire. Have you remembered, ma? So, but Grandma does not know why this boy like saying like this. Then what after? Then Father came, get up, Swami. Our father commanded. He looked like a ghost in the semi-darkness of his porch. Swami stirred and gazed as if in deep sleep. Get up, Swami, said Father a second time. Why do you disturb me? Granny pleaded. Granny was pleading. Why? You are disturbing the Swami. He was sleeping. No, like that. Why? Because Swami told grandma, if the house is on fire, don't disturb me. So she remembered and she was saying to the son, don't get up, don't make the boy, he was sleeping, no, like that. But Swami's father was very particularly to sleep him in alone. Then Swami looked at the granny, hesitated for a moment, and then followed his father into the office room. So here Swami's father woke up the Swami, and Swami does not know what to do, and he was following the father to the one room where he has to sleep. Then he was see how many times he was asking. There are scorpions, boy, you can sleep in the bench. You like, father, the room was very dirty one. Then can I sleep on the bench? Can I clean the room? No. If there is the scorpion, you can sleep on the bench. Then father was not leaving him alone. Whatever Swami was saying, he was not obeying, he was not listening. Then how father was teaching a lesson, you be careful. Then can I have a lamp burning in the room? The father, there are no lights out there. Shall I keep a lamp? Then father saying, no, you must live to be brave. You must be brave. You must not be afraid of darkness. It is only a question of habit. So the question of habit, why don't afraid? You are a boy, like that father was saying. Will you at least leave the door open? Daddy, please, I will open the door and sleep, daddy. Then what father saying? All right, said father, but promise you won't roll up and bed and go to your granny's side night. If you do it, I will tell your teacher and make you the laughing stock of the whole school. See, you will open the door, but don't roll your bed and go to granny and don't sleep. If you sleep like that, what I will do? No, I'll tell to your friends, all will laugh at you. Then father said and went away. Then what he was doing, see here, Swami was panted. He was paining. Oh, how can I sleep? The room was dirty. Scorpions are there. No light was there. If anybody come, why he was afraid like that? Maybe granny was used to tell the devil stories and something. So now he was remembering that stories. He was not sleep alone. Why? Because he was afraid of the maybe devil. In this situation, father was looking like a ghost Swami. Why? Because this is the half circle. There was no light. No, in this half light, father was looking like a ghost. He was murmuring, maybe he was cursing the father, what strict my father was. Maybe he thought like that. Then father Swami was pained and angry. He was angry on his father. Angry. He did not like the cruelty his father was showing. How cruel my father, how much cruelty he was showing. Like that he was cursing. Then he cursed the newspaper. He cursed the newspaper and that had painted the tiger's story. He wished that the tiger had not spared the boy. What a newspaper boy! He wrote a matter. My father giving me this punishment, like that. He was going on thinking and cursing the newspaper and father. Then Swami hurriedly got up and spread his bed under his bed and crouched there. So he was not sleeping on the bench. Why? Because he was afraid of the devil. Again he rolled the bed and he was sleeping under the bench. See, crouched there. It seemed to be a must save. Oh, this is the safer place. While I'm sleeping on the bed, maybe devil, maybe thief come and attack me. So when I was sleeping under the bed, no one should attack me, no one should see me like that. He decided and slept under the bench. Then a tiger was chasing him when he was sleeping. All the stories are coming in the dream. He was dreaming. What he was dreaming? Oh, this tiger was chasing. Why? Because father told no. So he was thinking, he was feeling like that. The tiger chased me. Swami tried hard to escape. So in the dream, if anybody follows you, you're running. You won't run. We'll be there only. No. So like that here, Swami was trying to come out in his dream. And he tried to open his eyes, but his eyelids would not open. He was trying to open. He groaned in despair. He was groaning in despair. He was feeling something. He was somebody, the tiger was chasing, somebody was coming, following, like that. He was feeling more in the dream. When he was doing like that, what happened here? At last, using utmost effort, he opened his eyes. He put his hand out to feel his granny's presence. So usually he was keeping the hand like this on the granny. So he was trying to keep like that. Was his habit, but he only touched the wooden leg of the bench. When he was keeping like this, what he was touching? He was touching the wooden leg. Why? Because he slept under the bench. So he touched the wooden leg. Suddenly he got up, he opened his eyes. At once a lonely state come back to him. He shook at fear and closed his eyes. He heard a little rushing noise in the room. So again he heard a noise. Somebody was moving, somebody was wandering in the house. So when he touched the wooden leg, oh, I was alone. Again he got the fear, and suddenly he heard the noise. What was that one? Who can this be? Thought Swami, and slowly opened his eyes. Something was moving like this. Something was moving in the darkness. Swami gazed at home. Here is as real his end had come. The devil would soon pull him out and tear him to pieces. Oh, maybe devil came. Then slowly the devil came and make it to me pieces. This is the last day, like the Swami was thinking. Where he was sleeping? Under the bench. So when he touched, what was the term? This is the wooden leg. Then something was moving. What was the something? We are going to know. Oh, he thought definitely devil was moving here and there. Devil came and make me into pieces. This is the last day. Like that, Swami thought. Then as it came nearer, that the shadow was coming very nearer, Swami crawled out from under the bench. At once he clutched his leg and dug his teeth in. So when he was coming near like this, he clutched the leg and he bit nicely. Nice. When Swami was bitten like this, who was the fellow? He shouted loudly. There was a painful cry, "Ayo! Something has bitten me." Then there was a heavy trembling and falling amidst the furniture. Everyone in the house was awakened by the loud noise. In a moment, father and a servant came running with the light. When there was this a loud noise, the father and servant was coming with the light. So he bitten the one of the legs. Bitten. So he bitten one leg. Who was bitten by the Swami, he was shouting louder, "Yo!" There was a painful cry. When they heard, they were coming with the light. Then what the father saying? Both of them fell in the burglar who that was person was a thief who lay amid the furniture with a bleeding knee. There was a bleeding, the blood was flowing like this. Why? Because Swami bit on the leg of the thief. The next day was the day of congratulations for Swami. His classmates looked at him with respect. His teacher patted me like this, sabash, like that. Will say the teacher also patted the Swami. Why? Because he caught the thief. He caught the thief. Actually, he was a timid boy. The Swami, the classmates looked at him. The teacher patted on his back the courage and bravery. The headmaster said that he was a true scout. The headmaster said he was a true scout. See, this is the Scout NCC. They are the serve the people who are in needy. So here headmaster said you are a real scout by scout. This is the S. This is the C. Cap. Cap is the C. This is the cap. Then O. This is the O. This is the B. This is the U. This is the Y. So scout boy. S C O U face is the U. P is the nose. Scout. B is the mouth. O is another eye. Y is the collar. Scout boy. Headmaster said, you are a scout boy, true scout boy. You helped. Really, you are a very good boy. Headmaster said, you are a scout. Swami had bitten into the knee of notorious. He was a notorious home breaker, and the police were grateful to him. Police people showed gratitude toward the Swami. Teacher patted. Headmaster said, you are a true scout. Really, you are a brave boy. So, who made brave? Ma? Father. Father was very strict, no? So, father made his son be brave. Who was the timid? He caught the notorious thief. So, all the people congratulated. So, brave, knowledge, and everything, courage, we won't buy anywhere. We ourselves have to make it. Okay, ma? You do like that. Swami was a brave boy. He was a hero. So, who was the real hero? Swami was a real hero. Who made hero? Father. So, sometimes the parents are also very strict. We should not curse. So, we should say thankful to them. We have to be very careful to the parents. We have to listen to the parents. Why? Because they gave their life. So, here also Swami appreciated by all the people. Okay, have you understood? Okay, bye.